Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, back with part 3 of our new player guide series. So today we are going to be playing 2 co-op battles in order to unlock access to random battles. As right now, let's see, random battles is access level 3. Let's see if that's right. So right now we're access level 2, and then once we reach play 2 co-op battles, then we have access to random battles, and random battles is another game mode where you play against human players. Where in co-op, you're playing only with human players or also bots on your team against enemy bots in co-op battle. Or random battles, it's supposed to be all human players. Sometimes at the lower tiers, there's also bots on both sides if the player server population is low. So let's go ahead and jump in. So since we're tier 1, the only ships that should be popping up for tier 1 is cruisers, because there are not, as far as I know, there's no tier 1 like destroyers or battleships. That doesn't start happening till tier 2. Alright. So you can see we have 1 human player on our team. It's actually something I'm seeing a lot lately, where we only have 2 human players per co-op team lately, even on my NA server account. So interesting to also find that here. So the rest are all bots. So if they're bots, it means they have these like double colons in front and behind their name. Alright, so we're going to start off here, and this map is polar. It's standard battle, and standard battle means there's only 2 bases. So we have our base here, and then the enemy has their base here. So if you want to cap, you have to, or if you want to win by, you can win in standard battle by 2 ways. Well, maybe 3. Oh my, I'm lagging bad. And those are either you win on points. So this here, I have a mod timer to see what's going on. And then secondly is if you destroy the enemy team, enough enemy ships, that this goes to 0. And then the third way is by capping their base. But in standard battle, it takes like 3 minutes to cap the enemy base. So that's kind of where we're left at right here, right now. So 3 ways. Now I'm starting off here. I'm going to go towards the flank. It's just better to do that since bots tend to rush just straight forward and center. And it looks like I'm actually might have to disconnect my internet and reconnect. It, for some reason, has been lagging really bad on me as of yesterday, and I don't know why. So let's just talk about this. Let's say you find yourself in a situation where you're lagging poorly like this. You can see about every 5-10 seconds. We're getting caught up, and then we're back in. So this can make it really frustrating to play, because your shells might not fire when you want them to, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Let me see if I can make it. No. I think we might have to log out here. I would just like to help secure the flank before having to disconnect and reconnect. Or maybe we can even do it after. Just get the hang of the shell travel time. So we're just kind of, we're a little bit broadside, but we're just heading away. Bots typically will focus on the target closest to them, or they're focused on targets that have the least HP or health pool. I'd rather not start off my EU account with losses in co-op. But it's totally fine if that does happen to you. You are a new player to the game. I'm just more particular about myself. But it's a little bit harder to do when you're lagging. I hope they're not going to ram. Bots sometimes do that a lot. Come on. No, don't reverse into him. Don't reverse. Okay, he's stopped now, so he's not going to be coming forward anymore. Come on. Just let me kill the one. Okay, he's almost dead. So I'm sorry for the lag, guys. My hope was clear, smooth footage for you. Just if I leave right now with these few bots hanging around me, then things are not going to fare well for us. So I should get him on this salvo. Okay, and you can see there's a bot who's already entered our cap. When a bot or enemy team player enters your cap, that means your points will freeze. So basically we have no point income right now, only if we destroy a ship. You can also see this is a type of ships, if you destroy these enemy ships, then you'll gain a certain amount of points, so 35 points for destroying a cruiser, and then losing also deducts. So there's a point gain and then a point lost for the enemy team. So right now we're doing fine. It looks like what's the other? Yeah, other human players already killed one. I just want to make sure the game's going to be okay before I log out. I had this happen to me. I was trying to take to North Carolina. It's a tier 8 US battleship. Just to remind myself, get a feel for it. And it was lagged so bad. Like, I've never had any issues with the game lagging so bad. So I don't know if it's something to do with the router in our home, as I had to do a hard disconnect on it yesterday. Because if I disconnect, we could be out for like 2 minutes. I should have just kept going straight. Now I gotta lag forever to get around this island. Another thing you can do if you kind of want to see where an enemy ship is better positioned, if you press M, your map key, and kind of like do that, you can kind of get more of an idea where they're at. Sometimes that might mean you want to, maybe you want to lob some shells over an island. If you do that technique, it kind of helps you. It's more or less kind of straightforward at the low tiers. I do it a lot with higher tiers, especially if you're a battleship and you're trying to shoot a target that's further off in the distance. Should be fine. So I have this alarm indicator going off that I might run aground. Oh. Okay, yeah. He's broadside. We might be able to get him with this salvo. No, he's going forward again. No, he's really just not moving that much. Now you can see I'm kind of playing at a distance, and I'm not doing that necessarily on purpose. It's just that's how the flank fell for the bots. Oh, come on. There we go. And get rid of you. Or not. So you were actually going forward. It's hard to tell sometimes when I'm lagged and not lagged. But when you get to kind of play on the flank like this, it kind of gives you a better feel for things. Oh, he's dead. Did we hit him? Just a little over top. Okay, so we're gonna disconnect after the game here, because it's fine in port, right? Okay, there we go. So that's gonna win the game. So what I'm going to do is, let's see what we got here. All right, we can now research a new ship. So we can research the tier 2 Chester. And also, there's a little bit of a sale going on this weekend, and as I record this in World of Warships, where upgrades in ship price is cheaper a bit right now. So that's nice. So then you can see, we have our personal score. We can see we destroyed 3. How many we set on fires? We spotted 1. In 2 incapacitations, this probably was like an engine, or maybe it was a main gun. We can find out perhaps in the detailed report. Incapacitations, I don't remember where that's at. Cause damage to the ship. Damage modules. yeah, we knocked his engine out twice. So if you see modules damaged, there's 2 engines crossed out. So that means he's just a sitting duck. Ship can't go anywhere when you bust your engine. So I'm going to right click and I'm actually going to compliment him because I was kind of having a hard time in the game with my lagging. So acknowledge that I appreciate his help. And you can see we have 1 battle left now to access this. So let me go ahead and just like disconnect from the internet. So I'll keep it recording if all goes well. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straight up disconnect the Wi-Fi. So I'll do this in battle too sometimes if I'm lagging really bad. And what this do will take a few seconds and it'll just say disconnected from the game. It'll take us to this window. So let's see if I can keep this up. And then sometimes I kick it into airplane mode as well. I'm just trying to reset the connection right now. And you may be wondering, yes, I have a PC and I'm using Wi-Fi. I have this really good Netgear Wi-Fi connection that literally has been the bomb. But for some reason, internet has been acting up lately. So no internet connected. Okay. Internet connect. So I try to make sure there's a connection established first. So let's see, waiting for authorization, logging in. So that'd be like the first step I do. If things will resume back to normal, I did shut off the Wi-Fi on my phone. But the other, if it's still lagging bad, then I'm likely to just go ahead and disconnect the power from the router, which I probably should have done just in case, but I didn't want to drag out the recording. So you can see it says a new ship is now available. So basically, if we go to the equipment on our ship, we can see that we have 1,180 base experience, or just experience on the ship, not base XP. And we click it, and you can see research a new ship. After the ship has been purchased, she'll be available for, or research, she'll be available for purchase. So then research a ship for 350 experience, yes. Cost of the ship. So right now there's this little sale going on. So instead of a special, so we're going to spend 34,650 credits. So that's kind of nice. That Wargaming does that every now and then. Now we're buying the ship without a slot. If we do want to buy a slot with the ship, it costs us 300 doubloons. We don't have any doubloons right now. And we have 10 slots anyhow, as we showed previously. So no need for that. So then, cost of the ship's 34,000, so yes. All right, all right. So we have added another ship. Now we have 9 slots. And here we have some module upgrades that we can look at. So basically I need 180 experience, 280, 170. So then this is to upgrade our artillery. So that's a pretty big buff for the guns. We get a 1 second quicker reload time, so on and so forth. Don't want to really focus on that right now. What I want to focus on for this video is going through our unlocking access level 3. So equipment, could I buy any? No, not yet. All right, so we're gonna jump back into co-op again for one more battle, and hopefully we won't be lagging. As you can see, now that we're tier 2, now we have battleships and destroyers popping up. Aircraft carriers don't come into play till tier 4. So that's not a huge thing right now. So we won't see aircraft carrier players spawning in yet. So it looks like we might have more than just 2, or just one other human with us in co-op. Okay, so we have a full team, and there's the one guy we actually just saw from a little bit earlier. He's also unlocked his tier 2 ship. And we also have some tier 3. So all human players, and again, bots have this like double colon on the front and back side of their names. And now we're in, again, in standard battle. Big Race is this map. It's kind of a fun map. I like it. All right, and we have 2 pink players. So what does pink mean? We have this pink destroyer in front of me, and then we have this G101 over here. Pink means that they have done damage to a teammate, whether that be a bot or human player, to someone on their team. And we're lagging again. I'm so sorry. Well, they did enough damage where maybe they shot them, but I'm going to say because they are tier 2 destroyers, I believe. If I press tab, a tier 3 and a tier 2. All right, yeah, both of them are tier 3s. They probably torpedoed a teammate, whether that was a bot or a human player on their team. All right, well, I hope you guys can just grin and bear with me right now just to get through here. I'm gonna have to disconnect my router after this video and come back in. So I don't know what's going on with it. It just suddenly started acting up yesterday. But then I disconnected it and reconnected it. It was fine. It was like I played several random battles last night on my NA server account, as this is my new EU server account. So that's where you will find me. So basically what I'm going to do, because since I'm lagging, I'm going to play passive like I did last battle. So I'm going to play a bit at a distance, because the bots just basically rush right in. I mean, you can see, there's the 3 destroyers. They've all just rushed right in at the beginning. Even though this bot has popped his smoke screen, he's still going to be rushing forward out of the smoke. It's a little... Yeah, he's got a speed boost going too for a V25. He's got this dark smoke cloud coming out of him, and that means he's got an engine boost popped. And hit him. Takes me a minute to get the hang of the shell travel time, since we just changed ships. Alright, so that's great. So I'm going to start turning and kiting out now, because usually at the lower tiers, the destroyers, their torpedoes reload rather quickly. So lagged. So when we turn out and kite away like this, if there are torpedoes, one, we can kind of engine boost away or propel ourselves away, but it also gives us a little additional time to avoid the torpedoes. And you can see I'm kind of angled towards him right now. We did incapacitate his torpedoes. You may have caught that. There we go. So that's good. So it looks like no torpedoes are coming our way. Alright, so we have a bot in our base. So we're gonna see about taking care of him. Oh, that's gonna be behind. Yep, dang it. Oh, I'm just gonna shoot. Dang it, I'm gonna miss again. Come on. Alright, I gotta wait for the lag to end. Now, if you saw what I did there, I pressed B, and then when I hold B, I can use these commands. That's how I said acknowledge. So we're kind of going out at an angle again. I don't think the torpedo range on this ship is that far, so I'm pretty sure we're safe. Okay, this looks like we missed all that salvo. Alright, lagging, wait for the shot. And you can press Z, and you can kind of see where your shells are going to land. And all behind. Now, if you do hit a bot or... Oh, looks like they can go that far. See how we slowed down? We played with our propulsion. Oh, this is annoying with the lag. Okay, barely missed. All 3 sides. No, we did get him. Okay. So we get this defended ribbon here. So I'm going to turn out. See if they think you guys... I'm going to turn out this way in case he fired any more torpedoes. I'm at an angle because I was heading this direction. If I keep heading that direction and say I turn out to go this way, then I might eat a torpedo. So we're going to turn out this way, and then go in. So the risk of taking in torpedoes is nullified even further. Yeah, but in random battles when you're playing against human players, this lagging like this, I would definitely be at a much larger disadvantage. Now, another thing you can be looking at is kind of team positioning. So we can see that is why that player is pink. Oh, he killed himself. Oh, he rammed someone. I bet he rammed a teammate. So you can do damage to yourself if you, say if I accidentally ram, I'm cruising alongside a ship, I accidentally ram a fellow teammate, I will cause damage to myself because I was the one at fault for causing the ram. And so this destroyer player had low enough health that basically when he rammed to touch an enemy ship, his teammate in another ship, it just killed him instantly, basically. So that's something you have to be aware of if your health pool is really low. You need to be able to keep your distance from teammates, because it's one of the funny things in World of Warships is if you kill yourself by accidentally ramming a teammate. Now it's very minimal damage that occurs. It might be like, you know, every few seconds or every second that you're touching him, rammed him, it's like 50, 100, 150. Like it ticks pretty slowly, maybe not even that much damage. So the fact that he died from that means he didn't have much health. Okay, that's nice. So I knew this battleship. I was keeping an eye on the map, coming for our base again. So I'm gonna spam that M map key, wait for my lag to come off. That might have been a little too far. Yeah, wait for the lag to hit again. It's like clockwork. Let's see, is that a little too far forward? We'll bring it back a little bit. Wait for the lag. It's like synchronized, it's crazy. Now I could be switching to armor piercing because he's broadside, but it's a tier 3 dreadnought battleship, so I won't get very far with him. And I do that by clicking number 2. What I like about the HE for now is that I can at least rely to get some damage out of him. And I'm trying to see about setting a fire. Yeah, see we set a fire. And now that's just going to keep doing damage to him if his damage control party's not on cooldown. Okay, so he did have on cooldown, so that now he's just going to take off the fire. So that will tick for a few seconds. So then it's actually possible for us to set a fire again. Now I'm just sitting still because he's not looking at me. It's not the wisest idea just to sit still if there's a battleship like this guy coming in on you, as your risk of being hit is intensified, or if you're maneuvering, you have a higher chance of avoiding shells. Okay, so he's gonna be leaving my gun range here shortly if he keeps living much longer. Okay, so there's a fire. Now you'll be able to watch in between the little lag spikes how my damage keeps ticking even when I don't hit him with any shells. Yeah, a couple hundred. So yeah, so we pulled a victory out of that. Okay, so we got 26,129 credits, 879 experience. We caused 9,416 damage, 27 target hits, 1 defended, 3 incapacitations, 2 destroyed, and 3 set on fires. Team score-wise, we can see we placed 4th on the team. You can see he got -1 because he killed himself. That's funny. And then I have a premium account right now. It was like a free 14-day thing. I think you guys saw me get in the last video. So it's still ticking on the account right now. So we earn a little more credits and experience. And you also get a daily win bonus. So is it 200% right now for a daily win bonus?
Select random battles and fight against other players. To unlock the next access level, play 2 battles.
You now have access to random battles. So we're gonna hit escape, or it's gonna take us out. A new battleship type is available. Try your hand in battle against other players. So if you click on this, now we have two options that show. Fight against real players, the matchmaker will create teams randomly. So I'm not going to battle, but I'll just click on it. And when I click on it, now I have random battles appearing at the top. Let's see, we collected some rewards. So now that we reached access level 3, the game gave us 1.5 million credits. So reward for 3 battles. And now you can say 2 battles left. Mount camouflage signals on your ship to boost her combat characteristics. So let's click on that. View detailed information. Okay, so when we reach access level 4, we're going to be able to put camouflage on our ship and signals. As this says, it boosts combat characteristics of the ships. So we'll talk about that next time. Oh, and you even get a little video. So I won't play that. If I upload on YouTube, they might flag me for copyright, and then I won't be able to show you this part of the video. But you can watch and click on here. If I was streaming, then I could show you the video. But I'm not streaming right now. Yeah, so 879 base experience. And yeah, so this is looking good. So actually, even now, we can go ahead and just upgrade, because 879 experience. And we can get these guns. So that's a pretty significant buff. And then we can get the hull B. So it means we're going to have more HP. And actually now have AA defense on our ship. And then we have the main battery firing range. So now we go from 9 to 10.2 kilometers. Yeah, I will research that. So now we have a fully upgraded ship when it comes to modules. So when we look at the tech tree, now any XP I earn is just going to be going towards, for example, getting a destroyer, this tier 2 Samson, or continuing down the US cruiser line and getting the tier 3 St. Louis. So yeah. So another thing right now, from time to time, you can see that 200% win bonus I had. You can see it's here on other ships as well. That is not common. Usually it's just 50%, but because of the special they're doing right now, you get 200%. So when you get that and you're grinding certain ships, it's good to hop on the other ships too, and it helps you go through that tech tree line even quicker. So let me know in the comments if you would like for me to continue going down the cruiser line, or maybe jumping over here to the destroyer line. I might be jumping, maybe I'm doing all 3 at the same time, just kind of showing you off, because I don't want to just only do one specific class type of ships. So yeah, so I hope you appreciate today's video. Again, I'm sorry for the lag. I'll try to make sure that that's not happening next time I do one of these videos live for you guys. So if you liked today's battle, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you're subscribed, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Until next time, take care.